Hey Army! Welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into today's super juicy topic, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates about BTS and the world's biggest stars. Alright, let's get into it, because what we're about to talk about today is seriously crazy. So, you've probably seen Jimin's stunning campaigns with Dior, right? The way he wears those luxurious outfits, elegant, powerful, yet effortlessly cool, it's no surprise that Dior chose him as one of their global brand ambassadors. But lately, fans have been asking one question over and over again, ***, how much does Dior actually pay Jimin? Well, Army, get ready. Because we're about to talk about numbers that will absolutely blow your mind. When Jimin was officially announced as global ambassador for Dior back in early 2023, it instantly became one of the biggest fashion news headlines worldwide. Dior's social media accounts gained hundreds of thousands of followers overnight, just because of that one announcement. And here's the wild part, within 24 hours, Dior's stock value reportedly went up, showing just how powerful Jimin's influence really is. And now, let's talk about the money. Of course, neither Jimin nor Dior ever publicly revealed the exact number. Big fashion houses like Dior usually keep these details top secret. But, insiders and industry experts have shared some interesting estimates, and when you hear them, you'll understand why Jimin is not just a global superstar, but also one of the most valuable figures in fashion today. According to several fashion industry sources, the estimated value of Jimin's contract with Dior is believed to be somewhere between $8 to $12 million per year. Yes, you heard that right, that's around 120 to 180 billion Korean won annually, and that's just from Dior alone. This includes not only campaign shoots, public appearances, and promotional events, but also royalties from product collaborations and special edition pieces inspired by him. When Jimin wears a Dior outfit, that specific collection often sells out within hours, something the industry now calls the Jimin effect. To give you a little perspective, most brand ambassadors in the fashion world, even big Hollywood celebrities, usually earn between $2 to $5 million per year from luxury brands. But Jimin's impact is on another level. When Dior announced Jimin as their ambassador, it wasn't just about fashion, it was a business move that paid off massively. Kim Jones, Dior's creative director for menswear, has even mentioned in several interviews that Jimin brings a unique energy to the brand. He called Jimin the perfect blend of elegance and modern charisma, and said that Jimin's ability to connect with people globally is something brands can't buy, it's something he naturally radiates. That's why Dior reportedly offered Jimin one of the highest paid contracts in K-pop history. And when you think about it, it makes total sense. Just imagine, every time Jimin posts a photo wearing Dior, that image gets millions of likes in just a few hours. His fans repost it, tweet it, talk about it, and suddenly, Dior's name trends worldwide. It's free marketing worth millions of dollars, all from one person's influence. This is why brands like Dior, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton are fighting hard to partner with K-pop stars like Jimin. They know how massive his reach is, not just in Asia, but in America, Europe, and beyond. And speaking of Dior, Jimin's collaboration with the brand isn't just about wearing clothes, it's about representing a global vision of elegance and creativity. In every campaign, he brings something new, that subtle confidence, his natural grace, and that expressive way he moves. It's no wonder Dior's creative team is constantly inspired by him. Let's not forget that Jimin is not only the face of Dior Men, but also a trendsetter whose style influences millions of fans around the world. From his tailored suits to his casual luxury streetwear, Jimin has turned Dior pieces into fashion statements that everyone wants to copy. In fact, right after Dior posted their first campaign featuring Jimin, the website traffic reportedly increased by more than 400% in a single day. That's insane, right? And many of the items Jimin wore were completely sold out within hours. So if you ever wonder why Dior is willing to pay him millions, that's exactly why. He's not just an ambassador, he's a walking global marketing phenomenon. But what makes it even more interesting is that Jimin doesn't just wear Dior, he embodies the brand. He fits Dior's aesthetic perfectly, timeless, graceful, but with a bold modern twist. Every photo shoot and appearance he makes feels like a high-fashion moment straight from a movie. Many armies also noticed that since Jimin joined Dior, the brand's overall image became younger and fresher. Before, Dior was seen as very high-end and traditional. But Jimin brought that K-pop spark, something vibrant, emotional, and artistic. It made Dior suddenly appealing to a whole new generation, and you know what's even crazier, even though Dior pays him millions, Jimin gives back to the brand 10 times more in value. Marketing analysts estimated that Jimin's presence as Dior's ambassador generated over $100 million in media impact value within the first few months of the partnership. That's right, $100 million, so if Dior pays him around $10 million per year, they're getting 10 times that backed up. That's not a cost, that's an investment, and that's why Jimin's deal with Dior is considered one of the smartest business collaborations in recent fashion history. Of course, as humble as he is, Jimin never brags about it. You'll never see him talking about money or luxury in a flashy way. Instead, he focuses on art, expression, and connecting with people. And that's exactly what makes him even more respected, not just as a celebrity, but as a person. Army around the world are incredibly proud to see Jimin being recognized not just for his music, but for his influence in global fashion. It's amazing how far he's come, from a young boy who loved to dance, to becoming one of the most influential figures in both music and luxury brands. There's even a rumor that Dior plans to collaborate with Jimin on a limited edition fashion line, possibly a capsule collection featuring pieces inspired by his personal style. Imagine how fast those would sell out if that really happens. And here's something interesting: luxury brands like Dior rarely give long-term contracts to ambassadors, unless they see real long-term value. But with Jimin, insiders say Dior wants to extend the partnership for several more years because of how strong the impact has been. Every time Jimin attends a Dior event, it becomes the highlight. Photographers go crazy, media outlets flood the internet with his photos, and Dior trends instantly. It's no exaggeration to say that when Jimin shows up, Dior shines brighter. His presence simply elevates everything, and that's something you can't measure just with money. So yes, while his estimated earnings from Dior are already insane, what's truly priceless is how he's redefining what it means to be a global ambassador. It's not just about wearing designer clothes, it's about embodying the soul of the brand. And Jimin does that effortlessly, and maybe that's why the world loves him so much. He's graceful, artistic, humble, yet incredibly powerful, and that perfect balance is something even the most famous designers admire deeply. So next time you see Jimin rocking another Dior outfit in a campaign or an event, just remember, behind that look, there's not just luxury, but history being made. A K-pop artist who's now one of the most valuable fashion icons on earth. Crazy, right? But that's Jimin. Always making history, always breaking boundaries, and doing it all with elegance. Alright Army, what do you think? Do you think Jimin deserves even more than that for what he's brought to Dior? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow armies. Let's keep spreading love and pride for Jimin and BTS all over the world. See you in the next one, and as always, stay shining, Army.